after his last game.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017, Deshaun Watson. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And take it right on the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
18, right here. 65 catch, top low 18.
To throw on second down, Greenwood. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Unlock live. Unlock. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Watson's throw taken in by Edwards. The gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now want this thing away. Fielded at the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Ready, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Hold it ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Nothing 19.
Back to throw again. He gets it to Cooks. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now he'll try to run with this. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. The Texans at 9-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
7 yards there and a first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
79 Broncos. Hustle.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. A nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding them, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Greenwood throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bailey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Greenwood dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Greenwood. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Greenwood. Cooks on the quick slant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
He's got room at the 30. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Watson on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Greenwood. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Greenwood. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greenwood. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Tackle by Jordan Elliott.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new 7 downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Back to throw. Greenwood. It's caught left side by Cooks.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
And that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides through a hole. The decision to take and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
Houston set to take over. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce.
Room here to run. And he's taken down inside the 30.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas.
And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Operating from the gun. Greenwood. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have got it on cruise control. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This complete to David Bell, and he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Watson's throw complete there to Conley.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Tries the right side, and he finds Bell. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Now it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
And this will be caught by Edwards.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second down and goal. Watson, touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Ready.
To throw on second down, Greenwood. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Options galore here, second and a few inches. On second down, here's Pierce.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Second and 6 from the 10.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and sneak it here. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On for the PAT, Kttn Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go.
Well, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. The Conley's got it over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this.